Hey, Nikki Brown here, no matter where you are, no matter what part of the world you're in. I hope that you're having a good day. So, one of the good things that have come out of being threatened with eviction, um, and I'm still being patient with that and shifting my focus elsewhere so that I'm not dwelling on the negative, right? But one of the good things that because I had to start packing my things, I'm now going through some of the things that I don't need and decluttering my life. And I'm also cleaning. So I've been doing some deep, deep cleaning, um, like scrubbing down walls, getting some of the dust out of the corners or the spider webs out of the corners, um, and just doing a deeper clean than I normally would. Normally it would just be like a surface clean. Um, and so, even wiping down furniture, cleaning some of the dust. Because, there was a time where I would clean like every weekend, but when you're working all the time and doing your best to build a business, and you have other things going on in your life, once you get a chance to sit down, the fatigue hits you, and so you just feel this weight, right? I was just watching a woman who moved to Bali, and she said she was able to do so because during COVID she started investing in the stock market, and it drastically changed her life. She invested in a lot of tech companies, like in Nvidia, Amazon. I think she said Tesla. Anyway, I can't remember. But she does offer free, I don't know about free, but she offers classes teaching women how to invest in the stock market so that you can just actually breathe and relax. Because even if everything is taken care of, we still have this hustle and bustle mentality. Go, 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 go. And we hardly ever just really sit down to relax. And I mean just relax without feeling the need to always have wine or always feeling the need to um, go out and do something. Like just literally with your own mind, nothing else around you, no one else around you. Just sit and take a deep breath for yourself, right? We hardly ever do that. And so, like I said, this has afforded me the opportunity to start decluttering, and I love it. Throwing away things like old makeup that you haven't worn. Like I'm not a makeup girly, and it's like a lot of times you will buy something and hold on to it, like, oh, I'm gonna go somewhere and I'm gonna wear this. Whether it be makeup, clothes, shoes, and we buy it, we end up not wearing it, and then we're just holding on to it. Or we're saving this makeup for a special occasion, and the special occasion never comes, so you have this makeup for years, and then when you go to smell it, it smells funny because it's meant to be thrown away after like a year or a few months. Like, you're not supposed to hold on to makeup. You're supposed to actually use it and not save it for a special occasion. Like, if you want special occasion makeup, then go to the mall, go to the makeup counter and tell them you want to try a sample of foundation and let them put some foundation on your face, and then maybe buy, a sample of eyeshadow, or see if they'll give you a sample of something, lipstick, eyeshadow, whatever, and do it that way, or pay a professional to do your makeup for that special occasion. Save up your money if you have to, if that's what you feel like you need to do. But even old nightgowns, old t-shirts that are ripped or have bleach stains on it, I'm good for that because when I clean, a lot of times I clean with bleach. Although I know it's very toxic, um, and it affects your, I forget which inhibitors, but I know that it's not good for you. And I know how to make homemade bleach, but again, it's a matter of having the energy and the strength and the time. So when I was fully into my business, if somebody asked me to make something, I would make any and everything somebody asked me to make. So I know how to make a lot of home products and hair and body products. Um, but again, working full time in a manual position, I'm tired. At my age, I'm tired, and it's a matter of moving away from that, like adapting a soft girl life, right? And wealthy people and people who have achieved a certain level of success, they don't hold on to clutter because they know they can just get it again if that's what they need to do. So they're not holding on to and hoarding stuff like, oh, I have to have this, I have to keep this. You don't have to have it, you don't have to keep it, right? You can either buy it again, or like I said, you know get somebody to do your makeup. But like even old panties, what women call period panties, or your favorite drawers, like they have holes in them. They have stains on them. That favorite T-shirt. Find another favorite T-shirt. Stop walking around raggedy in public or in private. Successful people, wealthy people, people who have a more relaxed and comfortable life, they don't do that. This is part of a lack and poverty mindset, to hold on to clutter because you feel like you won't be able to have this thing again. Or you spent so much money on it that you just don't want to get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's not serving a good purpose in your life. All it's doing is that once you transition, somebody else is going to have to clean up your junk and they're just going to throw it away anyway. They're not going to hold on to it like, oh, this was so and so's favorite lipstick. No, they're going to throw it in the garbage. And so, again, you're just holding on to clutter for somebody else to have to clean up once you're no longer here. And it's not good. So, things that you haven't worn in a very long time, you're probably not going to wear them, not unless your lifestyle changes. Like, I know I wear a uniform to work, so I don't get an opportunity to wear my clothes a lot of times because I don't even go anywhere. So that's another thing. Start going somewhere, right? Even if you go to the park, if you have a dress that you really like, wear your dress to the park. If you're going to the store to run errands, put your favorite dress on and go to the store and run errands. Stop wearing the raggedy t-shirt and the big baggy sweatpants. And then you're saying, oh, I want a man. Well, how are you going to attract one? I'm not saying that because I know that I'm at this stage where I'm still hiding and, you know, not wanting someone to talk to me. Um, because I want to make sure I'm attracting the right person or the right people. And right now, I still feel as if I'm doing the work, right? There are some things that I still do that I don't like that I do. So it's also decluttering the mind. But part of decluttering your mind is decluttering your space. It's very helpful. Um, Again, if there's things you haven't worn, haven't used, like old pen, I had a whole container full of pens and pencils. But I would pretty much go to those same pens and pencils when I wanted to to write something. So why do I need all these pens and pencils? I didn't. And somebody asked me for pens and pencils recently, and I said I was going to give them some because I had plenty. But then some of them didn't even write. Like I've had them so long that the ink has dried out, and they were just collecting dust on the bookshelf, just collecting dust. And again, if I need those things, I can buy fresh pens, fresh Sharpies, fresh highlighters. They still sell them at the store. I don't have to hold on to them. There's just little things like that. Declutter your mind to declutter your life. And you'll make room for the things that's supposed to be there, or the people who are supposed to be there, or you know, the goodness that's supposed to come into your life, because if you have stuff stuck in corners, there's no room for anything good to come into your life. Just a word of advice. I'm learning, and as I'm learning, I'm helping others. For me, that's what it's all about. And it's not about judging people either, right? This is not judgment. But a lot of times we have things that we don't need, don't wear, shouldn't wear, because again, it has stains, it has holes. And yeah, at one point you really liked it, but it's time to get rid of it now. So I'm thankful for this moment. It's helping to bring more clarity. And another thing that I've learned from this situation is that I have to learn to ask people for things, which is very hard because people can be very disappointing. A lot of people don't do things from the kindness of their heart anymore. They want something in return, and they have these expectations of you that you may not want to do. A lot of times people expect you to show up the way that they showed up, and that's not always possible either, because everybody's mindset is different. And I'm learning that for myself because I'm a giver, right? And I can't expect somebody to give to me the way that I would give to them. At the same time, every relationship should have reciprocity. So if it there is someone who's not giving to me in a way that they can, right? Then I'm not going to get mad at them. I'm not going to say why you didn't do this and why you didn't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to distance myself from that person because that's not my person. And it's just that simple. You can't expect anybody to do or not do what you would do. But if they're disappointing you, you can distance yourself. It's really that simple. As always, love y'all. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Mwah.